In today's video, I'm going to talk about the most important trade show of all garment decorations. Anything that deals with embroidery, screen printing, DTF, DTG, laser engraving, anything that deals with creating items with equipment, this is the trade show you have to go to. Just as a heads up, let's say for some reason you can't make it to the Long Beach, all right? They do have a Long Beach and Atlantic City, okay? I'm not gonna be able to make it to Long Beach. At the moment, I'm East Coast, so I'm actually gonna be able to go to the Atlantic City, which is in March 23rd to 25th. And then there's another one in September, okay? So even though if you can't make it to this one, or you're closer to another one, all right? But this one in Long Beach, this is the biggest one of them all. And one thing about the apparel decorating industry is there's so much research that you can spend days, weeks, years doing research online. But here in this trade show, you pretty much have all the companies under one roof. So all the companies, they're gonna pack up all their stuff, they're gonna bring all their best equipment, they're gonna bring their best people, their most knowledgeable people, and they're pretty much lined up to give you information. So what I want to talk about today in today's video, I want to go over some of the must-see vendors, some of the must-see equipment that you want to see, some of the questions you want to ask. And one thing that I want to highlight in this video, for those of you who are going, you have to have a plan. You got to have a mission, a main mission, because if you show up with no plan, it's gonna be overwhelming because it's gonna be information overload. You're gonna get information from every angle. And what I would suggest, okay, after this video, hop onto the website and start doing your research and writing down specific companies that you want to talk to, and you want to have questions, especially if you are looking into a specific industry. All right, so here I'm on the website. I want to give you some tips about how to go about setting up your research and setting up your game plan. So let's go ahead, let's check out the website. Here, I'll kind of go one by one and kind of hit on some very key pieces of information. We'll start with the schedule. It starts on Thursday. This is where some of the conferences start. So there is a list. We'll talk about the listing, some of the classes you might want to check out. The big one here is the Expo show floor hours. These are all workshops. They start on Thursday. So the actual workshops are on Thursday and the show floor starts on Friday, 10 a.m. Okay, I like to show up super early before everybody shows up. When you get there early, everybody is super energized and they're really ready to put out information. So it is from Thursday to Sunday, and the show floor, the expo, where you could actually go see the vendors, it's from Friday to Sunday. All right, this one here, this is the big one here, right? This is the exhibitor list. Okay, this is everybody that's going to be there. This is an advantage even if you're not going there. Here, Impressions, they pretty much lined everybody up alphabetical order. Anybody that's on this list is a major player in this industry. These are websites that you should already have saved, bookmarked. For example, Gnold USA, okay, for embroidery, this is big. If you are in embroidery, you have to have an account with them. This is what they do. They do all this threads, backings, toppings, bobbins. And a good thing about this, okay, you can see how they put all the websites here. You can do research on the websites even before going and talking to them one-on-one. That way, you're not really asking like the most basic of the basic question if it's not necessary. So very convenient that all these companies are listed here and you can see their website. You could research before going to a conference. You don't have to meet that company for the first time without having done any research. So what I would suggest, a couple days before going to the show floor, get to this location here. Flex Fit, you already know, right? This is a Flex Fit 210 here. You get to the website, you see all their different, right? They have their catalogs. You look at it first online, see what you like, and then you can actually feel the actual products. All right, so very useful there. Now, this one here is the biggest link right here. All right, this is the floor plan. All right, this is like the blueprint of where everybody's at. Here, it's showing you the whole layout, how everything is laid out. So you can see, you can have a plan. Do I want to go here? Do I want to start from this part and work my way through? You want to have a plan, a starting route, which way to go, a start and an end. Which one you want. That way you're not all over the place, and at the end of the week you miss some very key vendors that you had to see. My recommendations would be make a list of all the companies that you have to see, put a little check mark, and you could probably put them in the order that you're going through. Let's go ahead, let's highlight. I want to go ahead and highlight some of the companies you have to go see. All right, let's start with just the garment industry. Okay, the blank. So here, what I noticed, they made it very, very convenient, very easy to kind of spot the big companies that you want to go with. All right, so this one here, SNS Activewear, let's call this one, this alley right here, garment wise. Okay, this line here, okay, this is like a main center line right here. Okay, this is where you're gonna find your big ones, your big garment companies. All right, so for example, you have SNS. This is the company we use to get our hats. If you're in the industry, you already know this one here is one of the best of the best. What I would recommend, you want to feel items. You want to feel the heaviness. Okay, what separates a $10 blank with a $20 blank? What separates a $5 blank with a $20 blank? So here, you go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. We got Sanmar. All right, Sanmar is another big one. That's where we get our polo shirts. I like the polo shirts from Sanmar. And then bam, you got Lane 7. They got very nice gear right here. All right, nice fleece sweats, sweaters and all that. All right, you got the Independent, very nice, good quality sweaters right here. You could see where they're from too, San Clemente. You'll learn a lot from companies. Sometimes if there's a company that's closer to you, you might want to work with them, even though maybe their prices are a little higher. If they're right down the street or maybe a couple towns away from you, it might be more convenient for you to work with that company than somebody that's, you know, on the other coast or in a different country. Do the research so when you show up, you already know what you're looking for. All right, and then you got Smart Blanks. You got all these other companies here. Right behind Lane 7, you have Alpha Broder. All right, so maybe after you go from Sanmar, Lane 7, Alpha Broder. Okay, don't forget about Alpha Broder back here. One of the vendors that I would love to go check out is this one here, FlexFit. All right, this is my go-to brand when doing hats. You're gonna see their items lined up nice and clean. All right, you're gonna see a 210. All right, 210's best of the best. You're gonna see a 6227. All right, you're gonna see everything lined up. And then you can compare what items you want to use, what kind of directions you want to go with your blanks. You also have these other brands. A lot of people don't know about them, right? Like let's say Bayside, right? It's a made in the USA manufacturing company. I've had real good beanies with Bayside. Is your plan to find the perfect sweater? Is it for polos? Is it to find the perfect all around vendor? These are the ones you want to start visiting. So you have all these other ones. There's a lot of companies I don't even know about. So these are the perfect place to come and check who they are. One thing that I would suggest, okay, if you're in the embroidery business, you definitely want to check out all the embroidery machines. This is the one and only chance, okay, because this is the time where everybody comes. This Long Beach, all the companies show up. Right here, we have Brother. You can see how big their booth is. They're going to have all their stuff there. Right here, right, we got real good, best of the best embroidery machine. You got the ZSK. If you want to know where they're from, all right, they're right here, Germany, right? So they're coming from Germany. You already know they're going to come with the best of the best machine. If you want to see what the best of a best machine looks like, you want to check out the ZSK. All right, if we keep on walking down, also you see right here, big booth right here. We have Bella Canvas. You already know they're going to bring all their nice best of the best gear right here. Up here in this corner, okay, of course we got Ricoma embroidery machines and the Ricoma, the other stuff that they sell. Okay, so of course if you want to check what they do. One thing here also, maybe you have a question, right? You have a question, you want to get a question answered before you get there. Here it shows that you can send them an email beforehand. All right, so if there's a company you are interested in, okay, you can even send messages beforehand. Okay, and then coming down here, right behind Sanmar, We have Beckert. All right, Beckert. They're based out of Ohio, but these are Japanese machines. All right, very good, strong machines. All right, like here we got quality patches, right? Who's quality patches? You could come here. They're based out of Torrance. Okay, so a lot of us, we've seen websites of digitizers, of patches, all right, but we haven't seen any faces behind these websites. This is the time where you can actually have face-to-face with companies, okay, and actually meet people. They're gonna give you business cards, all right? You want to save business cards, you wanna write down emails, and make contact with these companies. Say, hey, I met you at the trade show. You had some awesome equipment. You had some awesome patches here. I have some additional questions. Maybe you can help me. You want to make contact with people. That way, if you ever need anything, you know who to go to. And then back here, right, we got the Gildan. You already know about Gildan, right? American Apparel. You have Stalls, right? You know Stalls is going to bring all their cool equipment. Transfer Express, right? If you're doing transfers, that's kind of like a must go see. One thing that I definitely want to check out this year is the laser. All right, so we got the Epilogue that does lasers. All right, you're gonna see this equipment, all right, face to face and see it up close. All this information, the whole industry is kind of categorized in this space right here. Also right here, right next to Sanmar, you have Hirsch. Okay, so Hirsch, they're the ones that sell the Tajima embroidery machine. All right, so here, right, you got Hirsch, you got Beckert, all right, you got everybody right here. And let's see, you zoom in right here, right between Tajima and Beckert, right? Of course, we got the Hoopmaster. If you do embroidery, this is like must-have accessories that you have to have. Guess what? If you're looking for a specific size, they're gonna have everything displayed for you right there, so you can see, right? So you can have a sense of how big of a hoop do I need. All right, so of course you got all the information right here. And then also here, right next to SNS, all right, you got Willcom, right? Willcom, if you're digitizing or if you want information on digitizing, right? Willcom is like standard. If you send out your designs to a digitizer, most likely they're using Willcom, okay? You want to go see, you want to talk to somebody, maybe you're interested in getting some information, all right, they're right here. So as we're looking at this blueprint here, all right, it looks like, you know, everything doesn't look as big, but this is giant. Really, I don't know if in 3 days you have enough time to go booth by booth, getting all the information that you need. It's a lot of walking, it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of gathering information. You want to have the main vendors that you have to go see. Then after that, now you could drop down to the more exploration type vendors, okay? Companies that you might be interested in, let me go see what they're doing, okay? But if you try to go one by one to everybody, you might miss out some of the big opportunities in your specific industry. So kind of have a starting point. Where do you want to start? Where do you want to end? Okay, and highlight companies. Okay, maybe there's companies that you just want to kind of bypass and maybe come back either on a second day or later on in that day. So it looks like you could print it out. Okay, you could print out the print floor. This is you being prepared right here. Okay, this is you saying, hey, I'm gonna come in through here, or maybe I want to start here. Hey, there's restrooms right here. Okay, you can see where the restrooms are at. Have a plan, so when you're going, you know, okay, when after I see this shop, I can use the bathroom, I can get some drinks. Okay, everything is calculated here. You might not have the chance to talk to a rep because there's so many people trying to get information also. This is the whole country / world coming to this event to do research. Here, now they have links why attend. Okay, you already know why to attend. This is the Super Bowl of trade shows for the garment decorating business. Now let's go here. Let's talk about the conference schedule. Okay, so this is where you're going to get training information in a specific industry. All right, so this here, it has the whole calendar starting off from Thursday, and then it's categorized here, whether it's business, embroidery, digitizing, screen printing, heat applied, DTG, graphics design. So depending on what industry you're in, all right, so of course we're in embroidery, So if I click on embroidery, it's going to show me all the embroidery stuff. So here, Thursday, 9 a.m. All right, we have very talented Justin Armenta. He's going to be presenting how to do 3D puff from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So 3 hours. So the good thing about there, right, is you actually sit down in a classroom setting. You're meeting other people. You can easily ask questions. Then of course you're gonna have Eric Campbell. All right, I've been to a class of Eric Campbell. Very great instructor. All right, you can see he has numerous classes here from all type of different categories. Then you have the business side of embroidery, turning your embroidery hobby into a profitable embroidery business. Good information right here. Or hey, if you need that amplifying information, if you have energy, right? Or maybe you want to take a break from walking around seeing all the vendors and you want to, get some good quality information right here. Ton of classes on screen printing, right? Screen printing is always very popular. All right, then you got your heat, DTG, graphic designs. And once again, this is type of information that you can't just find anywhere at any time. You gotta sometimes wait till these expos happen to actually go to some of these classes, all right? And then one big one that's always a good thing to go check out, you have Shop Talk. And this is where somebody in a specific industry, they come down, they give out information that you really can't find anywhere. This is like real world experience, and then they open it up for questions. They have the schedule here, which starts on Friday. You can see who's speaking, what's the topic on. That way you can adjust your schedule. Okay, maybe you need a break. Maybe you've been walking for like 3 hours and you need a break. You need to say, hey, I'm gonna take a 1 hour break and I'm gonna listen to this speaker here. All right, I'm East Coast right now. I'm going to the one in Atlantic City. All right, so of course I'm gonna do my research on the Atlantic City one. I might do a breakdown for the Atlantic City since that's the one I'm doing. I'm gonna kind of show you the way I do my research. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.